sequence primary ignition.
Chewie, get us out of here!
I got the emergency booster engines!
We'll be safe enough once we make the jump to hyperspace.
At last, we will review more news on the podcast.
Don't strap yourselves in. I'm going to make a jump to light speed.
Welcome to Star Wars Launchpad, a new kind of podcast experience brought to you by Star Wars Escape Pod. We call this a flashcast. Using the power of AI, we bring you an immersive experience to explore Star Wars news. Full AI disclosure, some details may not be fully accurate. Either way, we hope you enjoy the experimental deep dive ahead with your AI hosts, Dak and Mia.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Star Wars Launchpad. I'm Dak.
And I'm Mia.
And we are your guides to everything that's happening out there in that galaxy far, far away.
Brought to you by Star Wars Escape Pod.
Today we are taking a deep dive into some really exciting Star Wars news coming straight from StarWars.com.
We're going to be talking about the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith.
A movie that still sparks tons of debate and discussion online among fans.
Yeah, for sure.
We're also going to be looking at a brand new mixed reality experience called Star Wars Beyond Victory.
Sounds interesting.
And we'll take a peek at the incredible lineup for Star Wars Celebration Japan happening next year.
Cannot wait.
Our mission, if you choose to accept it, is to extract the core insights from these announcements.
So you don't have to read them yourself.
Yeah, and we'll explore why they're so significant for us Star Wars fans.
Let's go.
So Mia, are you ready to jump in?
I am so ready. Let's do it.
All right, let's start with the big one. Revenge of the Sith turning 20.
I know, it's hard to believe it's been 2 decades since that movie came out. Yeah.
That film was absolutely crucial in showing Anakin Skywalker's tragic fall to the dark side.
Oh, yeah.
And it really solidified that bridge between the prequels and the original trilogy.
Totally. Like, it's the moment where everything changes.
Right. It's a narrative hinge point that people are still talking about.
They are.
Yeah.
And to celebrate this anniversary, we've got some pretty exciting news for collectors and the big fans out there.
Huge fan.
The super fans, yeah. Random House World and Lucasfilm are releasing a deluxe hardcover edition
Ooh.
of the Revenge of the Sith novelization.
Okay, now we're talking.
But this isn't just some regular reprint. This is like a super special edition.
Like a collector's item.
Totally, yeah.
So what's so special about it?
Well, it includes over 150 annotations from the novel's author, Matthew Stover.
Wow.
And, you know, he brought such a unique and profound perspective to these events.
He's a great writer.
Yeah, he is.
I love his work. Now, Tom Hooler, who's the editorial director at Random House, he said that this edition is like an unprecedented look into how the novelization was created.
Interesting.
And you know how Stover approached adapting the film?
Yep.
It really speaks to the lasting influence of the movie
I can see that.
and of Stover's interpretation.
Yeah, for sure.
It's amazing that they're going this deep
Yeah.
into the making of a novelization, you know,
Right.
like who gets that kind of treatment. And the book itself, like the physical copy, sounds incredible.
Okay, tell me more.
All right, it has this acetate jacket.
What is that?
It's like a clear protective layer, but it has this shiny foil detailing on it.
Oh, very fancy.
It's very nice, yeah. And it comes in this sturdy paper overboard case.
So it'll last forever.
It'll last forever.
Yeah.
The edges are gilded and stained,
Ooh.
which gives it this classic luxurious feel.
Yeah, I love that.
And it has illustrated end papers.
Wow, they really went all out.
Yeah, and even a ribbon marker.
Like the old books.
Yeah, like a proper fancy book.
I love it.
They're definitely going for that, you know, prized keepsake quality.
You gotta put that on the shelf.
Yeah. So thinking back to when the film was released, it made almost $850 million at the box office.
That's huge.
Yeah, it was a massive success. And with it coming back to theaters on April 25th,
To celebrate.
yeah, to celebrate the anniversary, it could actually surpass that original number.
I bet it will.
I think it will too, yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes you think about how our feelings toward these films can really change over time.
It's true.
Like, it wasn't always this beloved,
Right.
you know?
It had a different reception back then.
Totally different. Yeah, it's almost a complete reversal from how people first reacted to the prequels.
Yeah, especially Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, it's gained this huge following.
Cult classic.
Yeah, real cult classic status. And it's even become a gateway for a whole new generation of fans.
That's cool.
Yeah. And we've seen this reflected in the recent Disney Plus series, like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Ahsoka.
Right. They're going back to that time period.
Yeah, they're revisiting those characters and storylines from that era.
It's like a whole new exploration.
Yeah. And there's even speculation that Anakin Skywalker could appear in Ahsoka Season 2,
Oh, wow.
which is supposedly filming next year.
I did not know that.
It just goes to show how much life there still is
Yeah,
in that period of the Star Wars saga.
for sure.
Like, there are still stories to tell.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder why those stories and characters are gaining traction now.
I think it's because we have some distance,
Maybe.
from when they first came out.
Right.
And we can appreciate the world building and that tragic arc that Revenge of the Sith portrays so powerfully.
Totally.
So yeah, it's exciting. Now let's move on to something completely new.
What is that?
Star Wars. Beyond Victory, a mixed reality playset.
Okay.
This is being developed by the amazing folks at ILM and Lucasfilm, and it's exclusively for MetaQuest 3 and 3S headsets.
So this is VR.
Yeah, it's mixed reality.
Mixed reality.
It blends the digital world with your real-world surroundings.
So you can see your living room.
Yeah, through the headset's cameras.
Okay.
So it's a different type of immersion
I can see that.
than just watching something on a screen. What's really exciting here is that ILM is really venturing further into these interactive storytelling mediums.
Oh, yeah, pushing the boundaries.
Yeah, so instead of passively watching a Star Wars story,
You're in it.
you're in it. You're stepping into it.
I like that.
And it feels more real because it's happening all around you.
Cool.
And the premise of this particular experience sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay, tell me.
You team up with Sebulba,
The pod racer.
yeah, the one and only. And you play as a new character named Volo Bolus.
Volobolus. Yeah.
And it takes place around the time of Solo, a Star Wars story.
Interesting.
They're calling it a heart-pumping and engine-thrumping experience.
Engine thrumping. I love that.
I know, right? And fans in Tokyo at Star Wars Celebration Japan are going to be among the first to experience it.
Lucky them.
Yeah. And, they're really bringing that galaxy far, far away.
Yeah.
Especially that chaotic part of it with Sebulba. Right into your home.
Awesome.
So to add to all this excitement,
There's more.
there's more. Yeah. They're giving away an original Marvel comic at the ILM and MetaQuest booth.
At the celebration.
Yeah. And it's also called Star Wars.
Yeah.
Beyond Victory.
So the same title.
Same title. It's written by Ethan Sachs, and it features some really talented artists. And this comic explores the story that leads up to the events of the mixed reality experience.
Oh, cool. So it gives you backstory.
Yeah, it gives you even more context
Oh,
for what you're about to experience.
that's awesome.
Because it's a clever way to get people excited
Totally.
and flesh out the whole narrative. So if you're going to Celebration Japan,
You, lucky you.
yeah, you got to head to Hall 4 booth, number 20 to 5.
Oh, okay, got it.
That's where it's all happening.
Yeah.
They'll have these playable quest stations where you can try out Beyond Victory.
Awesome.
And they'll also have demos of Vader Immortal and Tales from the Galaxy's Edge.
So a whole VR showcase.
Yeah, a whole immersive experience showcase. Now we'll have to wait until Star Wars Celebration 2025
Okay.
to get more details about Beyond Victory. But it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
For sure.
I'm really curious to see where they go with it.
Me too. It really highlights how Lucasfilm is thinking beyond just film and television
Yeah.
and creating these interactive engagements with the Star Wars universe.
Right.
Mixed reality offers this unique chance to feel like you're really there.
Yeah, like you're actually in the story.
Totally.
All right, let's talk Star Wars Celebration Japan.
Okay.
It's happening April 18th to the 20th at the Makuhari Messe, and they've got a jam-packed schedule planned
I bet.
across 3 main stages.
3.
Yeah, Celebration Galaxy and Twin Suns.
Wow.
And some of these panels will be streamed live.
Awesome.
So if you can't be there in
You
person,
can still watch.
you can still watch, yeah. There are a few panels in particular that I think are going to be really interesting.
Which ones?
The Mandalorian and Grogu panel.
Oh, of course. Everybody wants to know about that.
Everyone wants to know what's going on with them, and we might get a sneak peek at their upcoming theatrical film.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah. And for those who are into collecting, the Hasbro Star Wars panel is always a huge deal.
Huge, yeah.
They usually reveal new figures and collectibles from all across the saga.
I'm sure they have some surprises up their sleeve.
Oh, yeah, they always do.
Yeah.
And for all the lore fans out there,
Yes.
you've got the Lucasfilm Publishing Manga Mania panel
Interesting.
and the Lucasfilm Publishing Stories from a Galaxy Far, Far Away panel.
So much Star Wars content.
So much content, yeah. And they're supposed to give us some more information on the conclusion of the High Republic
Okay.
and some other stories that span across different eras of Star Wars.
Oh,
Now, there's one panel that really caught my eye.
what is it?
It's called Telling Stories Across Cultures. Star Wars and Japan.
Oh, that's a good one.
And considering the celebration is in Japan,
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see how Japanese culture has influenced Star Wars.
I'm sure it goes both ways.
Yeah, and vice versa. And for all the animation fans out there,
Like me.
yeah, there's the Lucasfilm Animation's 20th anniversary panel.
20 years of animation.
20 years, yeah.
Wow.
And it features Dave Filoni and Athena Portillo.
Oh, wow. 2 legends.
2 legends. And we might get a glimpse into the past and the future of animated Star Wars.
I can't wait.
Yeah. And there are some amazing behind-the-scenes panels as well.
Tell me more.
All right, so Doug Chiang,
The design genius?
yeah, the design genius behind Skeleton Crew, will be there, talking about the look of that new series.
Cool.
And there are multiple panels that focus on the visual effects of ILM,
Of course.
including one that's dedicated to The Mandalorian and other shows. Another one celebrating ILM's 50-year legacy.
50 years.
Yeah, they've been around for a while. Plus, we'll get a look back at Andor and Ahsoka.
2 of the best shows.
Yeah, 2 incredible shows. So much good stuff.
So much.
And there's this other panel that's called Expanding Star Wars Galaxy Through Plastic Models.
Interesting.
And it focuses on a maybe less obvious,
Yeah.
but still really important connection between Japanese craftsmanship and the visual design of Star Wars.
Cool.
And of course, we can't forget about the ILM and MetaQuest booth where you can try out Beyond Victory.
Oh, yeah.
It ties right back into our discussion about immersive experiences.
Right. It all comes full circle.
It does. Okay, now for one more exciting piece of news.
Hit me.
Star Wars. Tales of the Underworld is coming.
Ooh.
This is the 3rd installment in the Tales anthology series.
I love those.
Yeah. It follows Tales of the Jedi and Tales of the Empire,
I've seen them both.
and it's premiering on Disney Plus on Star Wars Day, May the 4th, 2025.
May the 4th be with you.
May the Force be with you indeed. This series seems to be continuing the trend of exploring characters
Yeah.
who operate in the morally gray areas of the Star Wars galaxy.
I like those stories.
Yeah, they're really compelling,
Yeah.
because you never know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
And this time the focus is on Asajj Ventress
Ooh.
and Cad Bane.
The bounty hunters.
Yeah, 2 fan-favorite bounty hunters.
I love them.
And it'll have 6 episodes of previously untold stories.
So cool.
We'll get to see Ventress getting a second chance at life.
Interesting.
She's on the run with an unexpected ally.
I wonder who that could be.
I know, right? And Cad Bane is back, facing his past.
Oh.
And this time it's an old friend who's become a marshal.
Oh, that's a good setup.
Yeah, it's a great setup. Now, the trailer gave us some really exciting glimpses.
Like what?
We see Ventress facing off against this mysterious opponent with a red lightsaber.
Wow.
And we see Cad Bane in a blaster fight. That reminds me a lot of his appearance in the Book of Boba Fett.
I love that episode.
Yeah. Now, the new key art, it features Ventress and Bane, of course, but we also see the return of Latz Razi.
Really?
Yeah, a character we haven't seen since the Clone Wars.
Wow, they're really pulling out all stops.
I know, right? And it's great that these tale series are weaving together these threads
Yeah.
from different parts of the animated canon.
I like that.
And we also have the amazing news that Nika Fetterman and Corey Burton are returning to voice Ventress and Bane.
Yes, the original voices.
Yes.
I love it.
And Dave Filoni is back as creator, supervising director, and executive producer.
The master himself.
Yeah, so you know it's going to be good.
I have no doubt.
And if you want to catch up on the previous Tales series, Tales of the Jedi and Tales of the Empire are both streaming on Disney Plus right now.
Okay, perfect.
So these Tales series, they really let us explore these characters
Yeah.
who operate outside of the Jedi and the Sith.
I love that because they're more complex.
Yeah, they're not just good or bad.
Right, they're more like real people.
Exactly. And we
Right.
get a better understanding of the galaxy's underworld.
That's my favorite part of Star Wars.
Mine too. So we've covered a lot of ground today.
Yeah.
We talked about the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith and the special edition novelization and the theatrical re-release. We explored the possibilities of Star Wars Beyond Victory, which is coming to Star Wars Celebration Japan. And we get all the details on the return of Ventress and Bane in Star Wars. Tales of the Underworld.
It's a good time to be a Star Wars fan.
It is.
So much happened.
And it really showcases the breadth and depth of the Star Wars universe. Like, we're revisiting key moments, embracing new technologies, and expanding the stories of beloved characters. So what do you think? What resonates most with you?
I think for me, I'm most excited about Tales of the Underworld.
Yeah.
I love those bounty hunter stories.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what they do with them. What about you?
I'm really intrigued by Beyond Victory.
Oh, yeah.
I think mixed reality has so much potential for Star Wars storytelling.
Totally.
I can't wait to try it out myself.
Me too. These announcements really show how Star Wars is constantly evolving.
Yeah.
And how there are so many ways to experience it.
So true. Well, you are amazing listeners. Have just completed another deep dive with Dak and Mia right here on Star Wars Launchpad. Brought to you by Star Wars Escape Pod. And we hope you enjoyed it. We've got so much more to explore in the Star Wars universe. So stay tuned. Until next time, may the Force be with you.
I'm glad you're here to tell us these things.
This AI experimental show we call a Flashcast has been brought to you by the podcast Star Wars Escape Pod. With AI being harnessed in all things across the galaxy, this is just a fun way we've used it to bring some Star Wars joy, news, and headlines to you ad-free as always. Consider subscribing to this show for more. Follow our main podcast with humanoids only over at Star Wars Escape Pod. We're currently found on YouTube, X, and Blue Sky using the handle at SW Escape Podcast. Check the description for relevant links and the sources for your news this week. Consider dropping a kind review for the show, reviewing any important facts for yourself, and sharing this with a friend. We hope you enjoyed the episode. This is Star Wars Launchpad, signing off. May the Force be with you.